Hey, my name is Ulrich Schulze. I work as the Vice President Pro Gaming for ESL. We're a pretty big esports company. We do esports events around the world. One of them here in New York this year, and it's a Dota 2 event for 2 days. There's 250,000 US dollars in prize money, and we have 8 of the best teams in the world. And it's about to wrap up, and as we wrap up, there's a lot of events that are coming up. We actually don't do just this, but this year already we had an event in Katowice in Poland where we filled a stadium. We had a stadium event in Germany, in Frankfurt. In June we had another stadium event in Cologne. In August, nowhere in New York, and then we'll be in San Jose at the end of the year. So there's really a lot of things that we do, and we don't have the luxury to just focus on one event every year, but it's multiple events. Every event is basically the same. We try to go for a huge stadium that fits a lot of people, gets a lot of people into the audience, and then we have the best teams in the world attending and just playing their best. It's either 2 or 3 or 4 days. That really depends on the format that we have, but it's always a big esports festival. Not just the games that we have, but we try to make as many activities to give people something around the game itself that they can do at the event to make it a great event. And then of course on stream we try to not only show the matches but also how the players are behind the camera, how they practice, how they interact with their teammates, give a bit of a background. So yeah, that's for us a big part of what we do here. And as we're wrapping up New York, the next event will be in San Jose. We have League of Legends, Counter-Strike Go there. We'll also have some of the best teams in the world there. So the focus for us again will be get lots of people into the stadium and then produce a great team that has the tournaments and also the backstories of the players behind it. In the past years, esports has developed pretty well, mostly because of the advent of live streaming and free-to-play games. It's just the audience has grown so much bigger. So a few years ago, a stadium event would have been unthinkable, but now we have several stadium events every year in multiple games that are big enough to draw these crowds into the stadiums, but also get hundreds of thousands, millions of people onto the screens. So we think that this development will just continue. It won't be an explosion, like there won't be twice the number of events every year, but we'll keep growing, and we'll put up more stadium events. We'll make the ones that are existing bigger, and we think there will be a bigger and better structure for most of the games that have just had a multitude of small tournaments, different brands. But now as these games get bigger, as the organizations get more professional, as the players get more experienced, as they have to look at where to spend their time, we're expecting this to become more formalized in the way that there's a structure that has a very defined league system, and where there's a clear winner at the end of the season, and not just a random tournament every weekend, but rather something big that everybody watches, that everybody follows. And then as part of that, the players will have to work on their personalities to some extent, not change them, but focus on how they can get the personalities out there, how they can make people interested in what they're doing, how they can show what's to that person beside the one that's playing the game, but position themselves so that they are there for their fans, that they give feedback, that for the thousands of people that look up to them, there's something that they can actually look up to and where they get feedback. Those are some of the key things that are going to happen in the next years as this becomes much bigger. It's already a sport, it has all the elements, and now it's just going to attract much more people and go to many more places. So when we do events, the biggest part for us is of course the stream. Everything is on Twitch. From time to time also on traditional TV, and then we try to interact with the audience as much as we can, try to get feedback, try to find out what went well, what didn't. And it's always great to see that, and you can do it on various channels. It's possible to just send us a message on Facebook or leave a comment there. Send us a message on Twitter, it's also possible. or use any of the other channels where we are. It's important for us to know how the events are, how are our streams, what's working well, what isn't, and then based on that feedback we can iterate, and we're pretty grateful for the fact that, because everything's online and it's so easy to give feedback, that there's so much feedback and we immediately know if something works or it doesn't. So on Facebook, it's easy to find us. You can find us at facebook.com/ESL, twitter.com/ESL, and everything around ESL One, all the news, everything that's happening, all the standings. That's just ESL-one.com, and for every event that we have, there's a tournament subpage. It has all the information for the event itself, both online and on location. So it's really the first address you should go to if you want to find out something about the event.